Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name's Olumide Solomon Olofinji with the stage name Dreystar. I'm an artist, I'm a songwriter, composer, I'm an instrumentalist. For the record, this is our first YouTube video tutorial. So that's that. Tonight we'll be talking about three popular mistakes or three common mistakes. Let me use the word common. Three common mistakes that singers make. I'm saying that I'm a singer too. It affects me, and there are things that are based on personal experience and what I've seen around me. So I feel we should just talk about it. I'll be as brief as possible. This should be the part one. So by the next part, I will make sure that I touch other parts too. But we need to touch these first three parts, the three mistakes rather. We might have to mention like 6 to 9 to 10, but for this particular part of this video, I will be mentioning just 3. So the first one, quick one. The mistake we make most of the time is we pick wrong songs for our voice type. Let me be clear on that. We have different voices, different voice types rather. We have the bass voice, we have the baritone. The baritone, for the male rather, I'm talking about the male now. We have the bass, we have the baritone, a bit higher than bass. We have the tenor, the highest, music-wise, the highest of the male voice types. Do you understand? Then we have alto, we have countertenor, we have contralto, we have mezzo soprano, atibebelo, that kind of stuff. So you need to understand your voice type. That's a topic on its own. I'll be treating a video on that. Do you understand? But then back to what I'm saying. Stop choosing the wrong songs for your voice type. Let's say your music voice is that of Burna Boy. Do you understand? My problem is I too sabi. Then you are listening to Simi song. You are scoring Simi songs. Do you understand? That's two almost contrasting voice types. So you'll be having problems. Do you understand? If you watch some audition videos recently, Nigeria Idol, for instance, there were some guys that came for that audition that you know these guys are actually good, but they picked the wrong songs for their voice types. Those kind of guys now, if they are singing songs that are in line, that align with their voice types, you clap for them because you say they are so good. But the mistake they are making, or the mistake should I say they made, was the fact that they chose the wrong song for their voice types. So it's always good that you know the kind of voice type you have. Do you understand? You don't have to know all these terms I mentioned. You don't have to know bass, baritone. You don't have to know all those things. Try to, if you have problems picking up your kind of voice, go closer to a musicologist, someone who has a good music ear, to tell you, okay, this is where you fall. There are some people that are so talented as having as much as 3 to 4 voice types, like they can. It's called vocal range. I'll talk about that too when the time comes in one of the videos. It's called vocal range. Like they can move from one side to the next, to the next, to the next, and they'll still do perfectly well. So you have to understand your kind of voice so that you will not sound funny or sound awful. That's the first thing. The second thing is not practicing properly. Say you are trying to target a kind of voice type, you want to achieve a kind of voice type, you want to achieve a tune rather, let's say in the next 3 to 4 months, and you're taking your practice lightly, it's not that really good. You should take practice very seriously. Do you understand? If you're a footballer, I'm using football because I'm very, very familiar with football. You're a footballer and you are not going for training the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week, the fifth week. So say you have a match by May 1st and you've not been training, you've not been doing anything, you've not even touched the ball since January 1. Now May 1 now you want to play ball. and maybe you are the star boy of the street, you know that kind of street ball now, they come carry you enter field. All those skills are still in your head, but somewhere your mind you feel you're still very, very good. Then you get on the pitch, your body is not used to that part any longer. That body has done so many things within 4 months. I don't want to mention things, you know what I'm talking about now. You understand? But that body has done so many things aside football, other stuff that the body has gotten used to. Now you're bringing a new thing back to that body. All those skills where you want show, where you did show comfortably some months ago, you can't show them again because it's been a long while. Now compare that to you training every day, mastering your skills and everything. There's always a difference. That's what distinguishes professionals from people that just feel they have an idea. Do you understand? So it is always good that you practice. We all have different ways. I can't mention all now, but listen to songs, try to score them, try to sing along, and be sure you're not deceiving yourself. You understand? Try to use the piano apps on phones. Try to know what you're doing rather. Go online, try to check for videos, rehearsal videos, warm-up videos. Maybe some minutes to where you want to perform. If you're a vocalist, some minutes to where you want to perform. Just do some small exercises like that. When you're done with that, there's this confidence that you have, that you know that, okay, I can actually do this. Do you understand? So try to practice all the time. Music is endless. I always tell people, music is endless. You can never hit the threshold of music. So there'll always be parts where you have to still learn more. So for beginners, for intermediate people, for professionals, I even believe professionals are the one that realize the most, because they don't want to derail. They want to learn more, because once you tap one milestone in music and you enjoy the sweetness, you want to keep moving. Do you understand? Now that's the second one. The third one is singing too loud, and that's an effect of not practicing. You know, let's say I used to eat soprano, or I used to sing falsetto. Do you understand? And I stopped practicing. Say I stayed away from music for like 6 to 7 months, and I want to sing that same thing. Maybe I wrote a song, and people tell me, oh, that place where you did so thing, you want to hear it again. And you've not been practicing, you've been doing anything, and they believe it is still the same you, it is still the same body. But now at that point, you want to sing that same thing, your voice is not in the right state. You have to scream, and that is very, very, very bad. Do you understand? So try and train yourself not to sing too loud. There's a way you can sing and you don't have to scream, and people would hear you. Do you understand? Try not to sing too loud. That way you'll be able to pass your message correctly, and you will not look like a nuisance to people. Do you understand? You know that moment when those funny faces will make people laugh. You're eating your notes probably, but then it won't be clear, it won't be definite. It is obvious that you're struggling, and you ain't supposed to be struggling when singing. You're supposed to sing, not struggle. Now song then call and not be suffer. She understands that kind of stuff now. So try to always understand that. The 3 mistakes I've mentioned, I'll mention them again. The first thing is choosing a wrong song for your voice type, or choosing a wrong role model. I'm a guy and my role model is Whitney Houston. Apologies to no shades to Whitney Houston, but then I have a bass voice, and Whitney Houston is my role model. Role model in the sense of I want to sound like her. She understand, like it's contrasting. So try to find someone in your lane, someone you can learn from. Now, if you want to now advance, feel free to advance. The second thing is not practicing correctly. Not practicing correctly. What that means is not just the fact that you're not practicing, it's also practicing the wrong things. Do you understand? So that is that about that. When we get to the video where we'll talk about understanding your voice type, the voice range, and other stuff like that, we'll discuss that. The third thing is singing too loud. Now, one more thing I want to add there is that if you have a good chest voice, singing loud. Singing loud would actually be good for you. Like, it will be easy. It's called belting in music, where you can use your chest voice to, you know, sound so loud, and people would hear you, and we will know you are enjoying yourself. You're not really struggling. Like, if you watch the recent Nigerian Idol performances, semi-final, theater week, and stuff like that, you see people using that chest voice very, very well, and you would enjoy, like, you would enjoy every single moment of it. Do you understand? So always note these three things. In the next video, we'll be talking about the part 2 of mistakes a singer or mistakes singers make in music. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like the video, subscribe. It's the first time for me, so in case you in case you pick some errors, just put it in the comment section. I know this is not the last one you'll be hearing from me. So there are more videos, there are more music cover videos, and there are more singles in the box. Do you understand? So we are Google, everything is coming like that, you know. So they give you this one, so they give you music video, they give you you understand? So subscribe, please. Very, 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 very important. If you want to enjoy this voice again, I know I'm not fine, but at least you start to hear the voice part. So please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. Peace.